Good morning students, welcome back to Prakash CBSE channel. So today we will see exercise 2.3 question number 3. So this is the most important topic in polynomial chapter and this is the last topic in this chapter as well. So question number 3 we have here, obtain all the zeros of 3x power 4 and this if 2 of it is 0. So see, when you see this equation, the highest power of this equation is 4, so that this equation is called the biquadratic polynomial. Biquadratic polynomial means this equation has 4 zeros, because quadratic equation means 2 zeros will get. If it is a biquadratic, you will get 4. Suppose if it is a cubic polynomial, there you will get the 3 zeros. So it's a biquadratic polynomial in that 2 zeros are given. The other 2 zeros only we have to find out. That's the question. Obtain all the zeros. So in this we are going to follow 3 steps. First, with the given zeros we have to make the equation first. So before going to this sum, let's recall some other concepts as well. Let's come here. So there is one formula to find out quadratic polynomial whose zeros are given. So alpha and beta are the zeros of quadratic polynomial. So in second exercise we learn how to find out the zeros of the quadratic polynomial and how to verify the relationships also. You learn how to find out the zeros. Now when the zeros are given, you have to find out the equation. So this is reverse method. Let's take one example. If the zeros, for example, this is the formula to find out the equation, x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta equal to 0. So let's take example, suppose one 0 is minus 2 and the other 0 beta equal to 4. Then find the quadratic polynomial, means we have to find out the equation here. There what we did, equation was given, we found the zeros using splitting the middle term. Now we have to get back the equation for the given zeros. Let's take the given zeros, alpha equal to minus 2, beta equal to 4. Apply this quadratic polynomial formula and substitute here, simplify. So we'll get quadratic polynomial equation. Means for this equation, when you apply splitting the middle term like this method to find zeros, means you'll get these zeros. From zeros to we are going back to the equation. So the same way in this question also we have 2 zeros here, so we have to find out the equation for these zeros. So let's find out. So here we apply to the formula the alpha beta value, instead of alpha plus root by 3 and beta value minus root 5 by 3 into x plus alpha into beta. So when you multiply this plus into minus, it becomes minus, so this cancel and remaining here we have x square minus 0 will be there, because root 5 by 3 minus root 5 by 3 is a 0 into x. If you want to remove this 0 into x also you can remove, or if you are taking with the 0x also, no problem, you can take it. And your remaining plus, this is multiplication, so let's multiply, plus into minus, minus root 5 by 3 into root 5 by 3, can we write root 5 by 3 whole square equal to 0. Now square and root cancel, so remaining x square minus 0 into x minus remaining 5 by 3 equal to 0. Just do the cross multiplication now, so we'll get 3x square minus 3 into 0, 0, x minus 5 by 3 equal to 0. So take this division opposite, then you'll get 3x square minus 0 into x minus 5 equal to 0 into 3, it will become 0. So the remaining equation you will have 3x square minus 0 into x minus 5 equal to 0. So this is the quadratic polynomial for the given zeros. Means for this equation you find out zeros using splitting the middle term, you get this. Now for the zeros we are finding the equation. So this is the first step. Next, second step, what we have to do means this equation and the given equation we have to divide using long division. So let's divide. This long division already we learned in 2 questions. So let's take here 3x power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. And here you can take this equation, 3x square minus 0 into x minus 5. So this division you can do. You know how to divide this. Let's take in this first term and in this first term to select the first quotient. So 3x power 4 by 3x square. Now 3 also cancel, x square, x power 4 remaining x square. So x square. Let's multiply with the first, second and third. So we'll get 3x power 4 minus your 0 x cube and your minus 5 x square. Now let's take opposite symbol for the down terms. This cancel and your 6x cube, because 6 plus 0 will get 6 only, plus 5 minus 2 will get plus 3x square. Let's take the minus 10x down. So if we continue the division, finally we'll get your remainder 0. Your two terms gets cancelled. So here take that x term, means 0 will be there, so that add 0 into x when you subtract this and get back this. So finally everything will be cancelled and the remainder you will get 0. 100% in this model, remainder it will come 0. So this is the second step. First step is this, finding the equation. Second step is division. Third step, for the quotient we have to find out the zeros using splitting the middle term. Now let's find out the zeros using splitting the middle term for the quotient. Okay, this is the final third step. So take the constant value here 1, and let's take, this is the splitting the middle term method, and take the coefficient of b value 2. Now write the possible factors of 1. 1 ones are 1. There is only one factor. So here we will multiply 1 into 1 will get 1. Same number if you add you should get 2. So this is the suitable, because here we are getting only one possible factor. That's okay, whatever you are getting you can take it. Now let's apply. This method is called splitting the middle term method. Already we did. So x square, that middle term can be split like 1x plus 1x, 1x plus 1x, 2x only plus 1. Now take the common factors outside. From these two we can take 1x common outside, remaining here 1x. So x already we took, remaining 1 will be there. Plus from these two we can take only 1 only as a common outside, so remaining x plus 1. So first bracket, second bracket always should come same only. Now take x plus 1 as a common outside. If you take x plus 1 common outside, here remaining x plus in this remaining 1. So here we are getting 2 also same only. Sometimes we get 2 same factors also. Now these are the factors. Let's find out zeros. So apply each factor equal to 0. Each factor equal to 0. Then x plus 1 equal to 0 and one more x plus 1 equal to 0. So here x value plus 1, when you take opposite minus 1. Here also you will get minus 1. So therefore you can say this as a alpha minus 1 and this you can take as a beta minus 1. So therefore you got now 2 zeros, and already given in the question these 2 zeros. So therefore for the biquadratic polynomial 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So these 2 zeros given in the question and the other 2 zeros we found. Hope that this video will be helpful for you and I think you understand this. If any doubts, please put it in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you.